I never thought a single day could hold both the happiest and the most devastating moments of my life. That morning, I walked into the clinic with nerves fluttering in my stomach. Today was the day I would finally hear my baby's heartbeat. My husband, Daniel, had promised to come, but work, emergencies, had become his new normal. I told myself not to dwell on it. I was used to being the one who adjusted, the one who made excuses for him. As the doctor slid the probe across my belly, the room filled with a steady, rhythmic sound, the heartbeat of my child. Tears streamed down my face, and for the first time in months, I felt whole. I clutched the printout of my ultrasound photo like it was the most precious treasure in the world. Smiling, I thought about how I'd surprise Daniel tonight, maybe with a small dinner, to finally remind him what we were fighting for. But fate had other plans. When I stepped into the hospital hallway, my steps light with joy, I froze. Just around the corner, I heard Daniel's voice, low, urgent, and intimate. At first, I smiled, thinking he might have surprised me by coming after all. But then, another voice answered him. A voice I knew better than anyone else's, Emily's, my best friend since childhood. My heart stuttered. I edged closer, careful not to be seen. Daniel's words spilled out, each one like a knife. You need to tell her, Emily. She can't stay in the dark forever. You're carrying my child too. The world spun. My knees buckled, and I pressed myself against the cold wall for support. Emily's reply came soft, hesitant, but it didn't matter, it was enough. My best friend, my sister in everything but blood, was pregnant with my husband's baby. In that instant, the ultrasound photo in my hands turned from a symbol of hope into a cruel reminder of betrayal. I left the hospital without confronting them. Tears blurred the street signs, my chest heaving with silent sobs. How could the two people I trusted most betray me so deeply? My thoughts raced. Was my entire marriage a lie? Had Emily smiled at me over coffee while carrying my husband's secret? That night, I sat in the nursery I had been preparing, tiny onesies folded neatly in drawers, a crib waiting patiently by the window. I stared at the ultrasound pinned to the wall and made a decision. I wasn't going to collapse. I wasn't going to let their choices destroy me or my baby. The next day, I confronted Daniel. I laid the ultrasound photo on the table, my hands trembling but my voice steady. I know, I whispered. His face drained of color. He tried to explain, to twist words into excuses, but I didn't let him. For once, I didn't shrink. You made your choice, I said. Now I'm making mine. I will not raise my child in a house built on lies. As for Emily, the pain of losing her was almost worse than losing Daniel. She came to me, tears streaking her face, begging for forgiveness. But I couldn't even look at her. Some betrayals cut too deep. It wasn't easy. The nights were long, the mornings heavy. But slowly, I learned to stand on my own. I surrounded myself with people who truly cared, my parents, my coworkers, even new friends who came into my life unexpectedly. Each ultrasound, each tiny kick inside me reminded me I wasn't alone. I was building a new life, not just for myself, but for my baby. Months later, I walked into the delivery room, not with a husband by my side, not with a best friend cheering me on, but with the quiet strength I had rebuilt piece by piece. And when I heard my baby's first cry, I knew every tear, every sleepless night, every painful goodbye had led me to this exact moment. I looked down at my son, his tiny fingers curling around mine, and I whispered, "We're going to be okay. Better than okay. We're going to thrive." Because betrayal may have broken me, but motherhood rebuilt me. And if there's one message I want anyone listening to take away, it's this: even in the darkest moments, even when those you trust the most shatter your heart, you can choose to rise. You can choose to protect your peace, your future, and your worth. I left my ultrasound smiling that day, only to have my world collapse in the hallway. But in the end, it wasn't the betrayal that defined me. It was the strength I found in spite of it.